Well, look, I don't think it was an ambush. I don't think it was a hijack. I don't think anybody was gazumped. From listening and watching the interview that Mr. Palkin gave to us, and also reading the interview that he gave to The Athletic, and also the interview he gave to Talk Sport, what came across to me from what he was saying is that Chelsea and Arsenal made exactly the same offer, which was to pay 70 million euros initial plus 30 million euros in add-ons. Now, the reason I say there was no hijack or no gazumping or no ambush, because he himself said all along 2 clubs were interested in signing Mudryk. First one was Arsenal, then Chelsea. Chelsea have contacted Shakhtar since December. And he said that by Friday last week, he believed that the deal with Arsenal was not going to be agreed. Although they had offered the asking price, which was 100 million euros, Shakhtar felt that the add-ons were not really achievable, and they wanted more guarantees from Arsenal, and those guarantees were not forthcoming. Then the next day, Chelsea came along, not out of the blue, because Chelsea had been talking to Shakhtar since December. Chelsea came along and said, yes, we are willing to match what Arsenal were offering, which was the asking price, 100 million euros, 70 million euros initial, but the add-ons, the 30 million euros, we will pay and structure them in the way that you are asking. So that is my understanding of what happened.
And you'd think that they did a little bit of turning Mudryk's mind as well, because from what we gather, last week, Arsenal were very much where he wanted to be. It turns out he's training on Saturday. They fly over, and basically he's on the flight back with them, signing contracts. Certainly,
it's an open secret that the player himself wanted to join Arsenal to begin with. But again, some detail coming from these interviews with the chief executive of Shakhtar. He was saying that on Saturday, one of the Chelsea co-owners, Behdad Ekbali, and the Chelsea recruitment director, Paul Winstanley, flew to Turkey to meet Shakhtar, to meet the player as well. And he goes into some really good detail. He said the meetings lasted between 9 and 10 hours. And he says during those meetings, Behdad Ekbali basically sold his vision for Chelsea. And he said that Chelsea were going to be one of the biggest clubs in the world. I think they already are, really. But what they were going to do with the stadium, the facilities, the team, all the plans they had. And also he mentions that the player spoke to Graham Potter as well on the telephone. So Graham Potter would have explained to him what his role would be in the team as well. So there's some more insight there into what actually happened behind the scenes. Yes, everybody assumes the player wants to play for Arsenal, but he also wants to play for Chelsea. As soon as he realised that the Chelsea deal was there to be done, he was more than happy to sign for Chelsea.